Welcome back, everyone. Thank you for joining me. This is Kay, the blue collar worker, back at it with a new video. Today, I want to talk about time. Time. I just happened to look up at my clock at home, and I noticed something that I really never paid attention to before about this clock on my wall. And you know what that was? It just keep on ticking. That hand just constantly going around. It just goes around whether I do anything or not. That clock is still ticking. It's still going around. That hand's still going around. And I bet you if you look at your clock, it's doing the same thing. And even if you got a digital clock, the number's still changing. Now you can sit on your couch, or you can lay down, or you can do nothing with your life, right? But if you look at that clock is still ticking. Funny, right? And you probably saying, well, okay, what is all this about? Well, it's about time waste for no one. Whether we do anything or not, that clock is ticking. It waits for no one. I hear people, say, "Oh, I'm gonna work till I'm 70 years old," right? And you're only 60 years old. That's 10 years out. You may not even make it to that 70. And even if you did, your health might not be as good as it is in your 60s. I know of friends of mine, good friends, that didn't even make it to 65. One good friend of mine, he was healthier than me. It seemed. I thought he was. He worked out all the time. He ate all the right foods and did all the right things in life. He was just a really good guy. But guess what? He didn't make it to 65. So if you got that trip you want to take, is this somebody you really want to hook up with? That you keep procrastinating on, like, oh well, we'll do it when the weather get better, or we'll do it whenever, right? But time, again, look at that clock. It waits for no one. You want to do that trip, and everything is lining up right for you. Your money is right or almost right for you, and you think that you can probably do that trip without hurting your pockets, do that trip. You want to buy that car you think that you want to drive and you always want to go get it. It's only material. Because, see, the funny part about life is everything that we own is staying right here. It's not going with you. Sometimes I look around my house and I look at everything and I be saying, wow, what's going to happen to this stuff? Well, I can tell you one thing that ain't going to happen to that stuff. It ain't going with you when your number comes. The only person going in that box is you, if you decide to go that route. And if you do the cremation, then you get the point. But time waits for no one. We tend to think that we have more time than we really do. We tend to think that we could just put off and then uh, come back to it later. Well, later may never come. See, later may never come. When I retired, I was one of those people. I'm gonna work till I'm 70, and this and that, and I gotta. What you gonna do with yourself if you retire? Well, you do whatever you want to do with yourself. You should not let a job, if you can afford it, be your means of having something to do. That's just something structured. But if you really want freedom, then freedom is not a job. Freedom is doing whatever you want to do in life. You decide. You your own boss. You your captain of your ship. That's what time does. You can never get time back. When have you ever seen a clock start going backwards to make up for whatever time you miss? It never happens. That clock just keep on going around clockwise, not counterclockwise, but clockwise, because you can never get that time back. So that's all I have for you. It's just something that I was thinking about with time. Time waits for no one. And don't let time pass you by. That's all I have for you. This is Kate, the blue collar worker, back at it with a new video. Press like if you like my video, subscribe if you want to. Thank you. Have a great day.